Hello, my name's Nils. I'm one of the partners at Chadwick Solicitors, and I'd like to start by thanking all those who attended the seminar that was delivered by my colleague Jack Oldroyd and myself on Tuesday of last week regarding whistleblowing and subject access requests. I do want to stick on the subject access request themes in the data protection sphere because I have found a reasonably interesting case on subject access requests and ICO intervention that occurred last month. The ICO has issued an enforcement notice to a company called First Choice Selection Services Limited, and the reason for giving that enforcement notice is that the ICO deemed this company to not have responded to a subject access request. Just to give you some background, First Choice received a subject access request from an employee who was making an employment tribunal claim. First Choice responded to that by explaining they would only release that data if ordered to do so by the employment tribunal. The data subject and the individual bringing the employment claim then made a complaint to the Information Commissioner's Office, the ICO. What then happened was the ICO got in contact with First Choice, and First Choice did not engage with the ICO and didn't respond to their correspondence. When they did respond, they stated that the employment tribunal had told them not to respond to the data protection request. This was found to be incorrect, firstly because First Choice provided no evidence that this was actually the case, and second of all because the employment tribunal doesn't actually have jurisdiction to make such an order. The ICO therefore found that it had been willfully misled by First Choice and made a number of orders in relation to that particular company. There were actually two. One was to actually respond to the data subject and pass on the personal data that had been requested. And second of all was to change their internal systems, procedures and policies and make sure they responded to any requests in future. I have to say my view is that this company has got off reasonably lightly, particularly as the ICO felt it was willfully misled. This is a timely reminder of a number of different things. First of all, that the ICO will take action. Subject access requests are time consuming, potentially burdensome, but they do need to be responded to, and you don't want to find yourself wasting further time potentially on responding to the ICO if you fail to deal with the subject access requests properly in the first instance. The second is that the Employment Tribunal and the GDPR ICO data protection regulations are entirely separate from one another. Quite often data protection requests, subject access requests are made in the context of an Employment Tribunal. It is important that you treat them as separate and that you do respond appropriately to a subject access request. It's therefore vital, as we discussed in the seminar last week, that you ensure you have proper policies in place for how individuals within your organisation, if they receive a subject access request, need to deal with them, and that you are then able to act on that request and respond in the appropriate timescale, which is within 1 month. You don't want the ICO crawling all over you. I have to say I'm surprised the ICO didn't take stronger action in this case, and I think they will increasingly clamp down on those who fail to properly respond to subject access requests. Hopefully this has been helpful, and for those of you who attended the seminar last week and built on your knowledge. If you do have any further questions, not only on subject access requests but data protection generally, please do let me know and I'm more than happy to help. Thank you.